Guys, I am so sorry. This build is revolting. That's all I'm going to say. So, I want to say it's about 2 months ago, I uploaded a video called something like the most overpowered build in the game or something like that. The thumbnail is of my character using Serious Bomb. This makes that build look like nothing, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, you can see the moveset here, so let's just go off this very quickly. So, 4 supers, DeviantArt Unleashed, Sonic Bomb, data input, which is going to be a key factor for this video, and Do or Die, 2 ultimates, the Justice combination, and a new attack that was added in Extra Pack 1, which is the Brave Sword attack, Future Super Saiyan as a transformation, and Mac Dash as a evasive. Now, I'll go over these attacks in more detail as we do go into the fights in this video, because you may notice that instead of Hyper Movement, I've replaced that with, well, as I've already mentioned, Mac Dash. Now, for my Super Soul, I have the Elderco Super Soul, and you already know where I'm going with this, guys. So, that being said, let's get into the first fight for this video. And again, guys, I am so damn sorry. So, as of right now, I don't really have a name for this moveset. I might when I upload it, and like you'll see in the title, but as of right now, I don't have a name for it. I like the idea of calling it the I'm sorry preset, or the Zero Morals. Not Zero Mortals, the Zero Morals, because to use something like this, it's just disgusting. And of course, as you can see, I'm using the Pride Trooper outfit. I have essentially everything unlocked from the DLC 5 / Extra Pack 1 update, apart from, I think it's just the Pride Troopers boots, I think, and maybe parts of Ribian's outfits, but I'm just not bothered with that specific outfit right now. I've got also I need to get done first. I have every attack, every Super Soul, and with the Pride Trooper outfit, I just need to get the boots, as I've already mentioned. So because of that, and as you guys saw in the intro, I'm using the Resurrection of Vegeta's boots, which I mean, the gloves for the Pride Trooper outfit, well, the gloves and boots, they're just normal white ones, so I could have just used them, the Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct there. Okay, so with this moveset, the point is to go for, it's just like my Elderco preset, it's just to go for Super Saiyan, or whatever transformation you have. I went for Future Super Saiyan, and I'll explain why in a moment, and then going for Mac Dash, or any attack that will activate the Super Soul to constantly recover health, and that's what I'm doing. And you can see I've got the text option there saying, what is it, this immortal body, this is why it's like to be a god or something. I forget exactly what it says, but the way you get that is to complete all of Zamasu's mentor trainings and to max out his mentor friendship bar and then talk to him, and you'll get that chat option. So that's how you get that one. Yeah, well, I was going to say what it was, but I just, yeah, it went off. Okay, great. But don't worry, guys, in the play matches in this video, I will use that quite a few times, because this is just a disgusting build. It's, damn, I did get one person message me, but I said, oh, it's for a video, and that's not an excuse, but it's like, I said to him that I'm just going to demonstrate this for a video, and he says, oh, that's fine. Well, he says, oh, okay, or oh, sorry, or whatever, which I don't know why he apologised for. It's me that needs to apologise. So he makes a massive mistake there, so I go for the, Brave Sword / or Brave Sword attack. One's an ultimate, one's the super, I forget which one, but right there I went for the ultimate. I love the fact that they focused more so on the cutscene element of that attack than like previous attacks in the game. Going forward with like DLC 6 and beyond that, if they will do DLC 7 or 8 or whatever, Extra Pack 3 or 4, whatever, or Xenoverse 3, I hope they have more ultimate attacks that are more cinematic, because they're just so damn fun and so fun to use. So there are ways to counter this moveset and data input, and I will demonstrate that in this fight. So there I go for data input and Future Super Saiyan. He's also running data input, and yeah, just go for a grab. They can't dodge that, or just a key blast. I think, well no, I think most strike-based supers and ultimates actually don't work with data input, so if you go for just a combination, you'll dodge it. Yeah, so there I hit him. I don't know why he's just standing still. Shouldn't do that. Just, well, the thing is that you can still block, so you can still try and perfect block, and if you fail, actually I don't know if you'll still get hit, because it says if you don't make any inputs, you'll dodge melee attacks. I'm not too sure. So now I go for Do or Die to regenerate my Elderco Super Soul. He goes for data input. Why? I go for the Brave Sword / whatever it's called again. Damn, man, it's just so damn disgusting, it really is. I go for a swing kick to put him into the water and to drown him. I'm sorry, guys, that got very dark very quick. But yeah, now I'm just going for DeviantArt Unleashed to get max key, and of course, because I charged over 1 bar of key there, that's going to reactivate, or I guess like reset the timer on my Elderco Super Soul. He goes for data input again there, and Sonic Bomb is a strike-based super, surprisingly enough, despite the fact it's a literal key wave, or like a key eruption. yeah, it didn't work when he went for, well, it did work, sorry, but his data input didn't work then. So here I got one of yeah, you can see it like worked there. Going for his evasive, like, is it Brave Sword slash? Like, again, well, I'm recording this the day after the DLC came out. Like, I'm recording this the same day I'm going to upload it, like a few hours beforehand. So as of right now, I'm not 100% familiar with every single name of the, you know, every attack here. Right there, I just go for another one, and damn it, it's just so damn disgusting. This may be one of my new favourite attacks. That with the one-handed Kamehameha Mark II, when you burst it, I just love that attack because it's, well, you get like a close-up of the face and it just looks more cinematic than the other attacks. And I do now wish that I waited a few days or a week or so to upload the, you know, what's my favourite moves. Actually, I might do a Xenoverse 2 exclusive one, like what's my favourite to use in-game, rather than just like my favourite in the Dragon Ball universe, if that makes sense. So yeah, this guy, this is now a rank battle, so these fights are going to be a mix of rank battles with limitations turned off and playing matches with limitations turned off. And like I mentioned, well, a few ways to counter this Elder Kai, Divinity Unleashed, Do or Die build, whatever. Is well, firstly, the perfect way to counter this is to play with limitations turned on, because of course if you do that, Super Soul effects won't take effect, meaning that the Elder Kai Super Soul isn't going to work. Right there, I've got the times 4 perfect blocks as he goes for the Super Kamehameha. I go for another data input there, and he will actually go for a throw in a moment, and I see it coming, but I just react too slow. Like, give it a second. You're right there. I saw him go for it or try to set up for it, and I did actually back away if you watch that big back closely. But yeah, so like I said, limitations turned on. That will make sure that the Super Soul just won't actually take effect, meaning that using data in, well, not data input, but using Divinity Unleashed, maybe a bit pointless, just go for maximum charge in that case to recover key, and Do or Die. Like, Do or Die on its own will recover damage that, well, not recover damage, sorry, it will reduce damage that you receive. I don't think it's by any substantial margin, but if you're going for like a data input, well, but if you're going for a reduced damage build or something like that, I guess it's great. Here, as you can see, I break his guard and go for the Brave Sword attack. Damn it, Vegito, I do sincerely apologise. Damn. It's just so disgusting. Now, to begin with, I was thinking about running, instead of Brave Sword attack, I was thinking of running, I believe it's called Evil Blast. It's one of the, well, it's the Bora's counter ultimate, but it's a key-based ultimate. And the reason why I was going to go for that was because, well, as of right now, not that many people would have experienced it compared to like in a month's time or in the future. So by that, it's fresh, meaning that not that many people would know how to counter it or counter it perfectly or like most efficiently or something like that. So it'd be like a bit of a trick ultimate, but this preset, I'm probably going to make this my new anti-cheap preset because this is just revolting. I mean, I may make a few modifications here and there, like maybe replace the Resurrection of F Vegito, I apologise, and boot with the legitimate Pro Trooper boots. I don't know, I may make a different outfit completely. But, I mean, you could technically run Super Saiyan with this, but the reason why I went for Future Super Saiyan was because that way, if I need to, or if I want to try and, not trick, but like try and make my opponent a bit more pressured or feel a bit more pressured, stuff like that, I can then go for like the bursting Super Saiyan thing, so that, you know, yeah, as long as I've got 3 bars of ki, I can drop out of Super Saiyan, or rather Future Super Saiyan, then burst back into it to send my opponent flying away. He even drops out of Super Saiyan there, damn it, it's just so gross. But as I just mentioned before I rudely cut myself off, you could technically burst in and out of Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, or even Super Saiyan 3, or technically Super Vegeta 1 or Super Vegeta 2, if you do indeed decide to run a key-based version of this build. But with those 5 transformations I just mentioned, well, you can technically still use them and burst in and out of them to try and get the same sort of effect to make your opponent, or to send them flying away if they vanish if you're fast enough, and I guess set up and anticipate it fast enough or whatever. The only problem is that they're pretty damn slow to use, and especially, well, just for me, like especially with just Super Saiyan, like Super Saiyan 1, 2 or 3, it doesn't matter, but when my opponent goes for it, I can tend to, if I'm close to them at least, set up for the perfect block into the heavy smash. But now that brings to the question of, well, why didn't I go for Potential Unleashed rather than Future Super Saiyan? And the reason being is because, well, yes, you can still get like that bursting effect from Potential Unleashed because it's a very fast transformation. The downside to that is that you need 5 bars of ki, and that's not necessarily a downside, but if I need to go for that tactic, once or twice or whatever, and I've got 3 bars of ki, then I can do it. But with Potential Unleashed, I would need an additional 2 bars of ki, and if I don't have that, then I could very well be screwed. So That's just one of the reasons, and really like the second main reason is because with Potential Unleashed, you can't go for a Snap Vanish. And I know I don't go for those that often, but if I'm in a Super Saiyan transformation, at least the option is still there. Now, will they change it in the future to add a new transformation in Xenoverse 3 or something like that, or in a future update so that Potential Unleashed does actually go, you can actually go for the Snap Vanish with Potential Unleashed? Well, that remains to be seen right now. We just don't know. I'd say no, to be honest, but we just don't know. Yeah, right here, well, because he picked Tapion, this was the first and so far the only time I've battled someone online using Tapion, but who used Tapion against me. Of course, I mean, I just don't know his patterns and stuff like that. But because he has picked Tapion, I do want to try and defeat him with the Brave Sword attack, and I'm trying to get the stamina break here. I've gone for like what, 3 times already, like that. What was that, like the 3rd or 4th time? And he hit him, but he didn't break his guard, so that's wonderful. I go for the Sonic Bomb there, figure that made enough damage to defeat him. Of course, he's just surviving barely now. I mean, I've got like what, max health right now. It's just, this build is revolting. It's just so revolting. It's disgusting. Yeah, and I actually posted a screenshot of this early on Twitter, so you'll see what's going to happen in a moment. Yeah, he breaks my guard there. I hit him, that puts us into a clash. I don't think I should have. I think I should have just like hit him and I guess like stunned him, whatever, made him vanish if you want to get out of it, because I do want to try and defeat him at that point. My stamina's been recovered now, so that's great. I mean, I don't think there's anything he could have done while my guard was broken to defeat me, and right there we both go for the Brave Sword attack at the same time. But because he went for his, I think he went for it just after me, he had priority or something, I don't know, but unfortunately for me, I didn't get to defeat him with that. And as you saw, I did go for the Mac Dash to create some distance so I could go for the, the Homing Dash or Burst, whatever, to defeat him, because he had like, what, 0.1% of his health, so I do defeat him. To go to the final fight for this video, oh man, this damn build, man, it's so gross. I mean, if you guys would like to see a key-based version of this, then do let me know, or maybe like a Super Saiyan 3 version, or maybe a Potential Unleashed version, or something like that, do let me know, and I will do it for a future video. Just right there, like, if you can go for data input, you don't really even need to try and go for the perfect block when your opponent goes to the back here anymore, because it's just like, you'll do it automatically if they do indeed go for it. Like, even if they go for a fully charged back here, it's not going to do anything to you, of course, as long as you've got data inputs still active. So there he went for the God Splitter and Splitter, I don't care. And if you guys saw closely, he went immediately after for the Aura Slide, which, damn it, that's going to be, I imagine that's going to be like one of the go-to combos online now, I think. And this guy's also running Instant Severance. So, I mean, I wonder if Instant Severance would work if you have data inputs up, I'm not entirely sure. Now, if you're a regular on the channel, you'll know that my go-to evasive is, or rather, it used to be, Hyper Movement. And the reason why I say it used to be my go-to evasive is because as of the version 1.08.00 update, it got nerfed to hell. And by that I mean, now when you hit your opponent with Hyper Movement, it will only break your opponent's guard and by extension, I guess they'll cancel out their attack if they have 1 bar or less of stamina. So here I break his guard, go for the Brave Sword attack into his right foot I think, but regardless, that was enough to put that guy away. So guys, with that being said, thank you ever so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.